and everybody's missing money. I'm also missing money over $1,300, and they're telling me to call customer service. And they keep hanging up on people. This another person here is also missing money. So we're trying to see what's going on. Money's missing today, and we need our money. And they're already telling us to call customer service, and customer service ain't doing nothing about it. So just a heads up, if anybody's experiencing this, please let us know, because this is not right. I'm missing $1,400 from my account, and they're telling me that there's no way they can help us. This guy's missing money too. This other person is missing money too. And you missing money too? There you go. So this is not something that's just one person. This is everybody's happening to them. And this is crazy. This is very crazy. Yes, Bank of America decided to take people's money without their consent. And we're asking what's going on, and they're giving us a runaround. Everybody for the same thing, man. Same thing.
Let's get the show on the road. Hey, Shalom Israel. Kalalayam la Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Our praises to Yahweh in the name Yahweh Shai. You know? Beautiful names. The powers of the universe. Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. And his only begotten son Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father. You know what I mean? To the men of Great New Stone, the like-minded men pushing the gospel. Shalom. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And to the sisters who hear and believe this gospel, along with the other brothers who hear and believe this truth, who aren't necessarily called to be prophets or teachers, but they're just simply believers. Shalom. And this one is entitled, Cyber Issues Will Catapult into the M.O.T.B, which you know is the mark of the beast, right? Hope the video don't get a strike for that. But yeah, that's the topic. And as you saw in that video, you know, you see the Bank of America, you know what I mean, people are, you know, they're angry because money is missing from their account, right? And just the other day, you know, last week, a big thing all over social media, Usain Bolt got scammed. I believe it was, 12.7 US million dollars, right? That's the amount of money that was missing from Bolt's account, right? And in the media, there were other persons, there are other places popping up, you know, that were facing charges or accusations for fraud, right? And in regards to Usain Bolt, the brothers have their suspicion about the whole thing, really. You know what I mean? Whether it happened or not, that besides the point. But brothers have their suspicions up because we've seen, you know, other cases throughout the week of financial fraud popping up. You know what I mean? And it just don't make any sense. All these money frauds at such frequency, you know, is really something to think about, right? And what this video is really centered around is the fact that these frauds, these cyber issues, you know, these hackings, or in Jamaica we call it chopping. You know, that's what they call it. When they get scammed, they say you get chopped, right? This is the perfect avenue, you know, to sway the minds of the masses, you know, towards the whole idea of having your funds on a chip in the hand. You see me? And that's gonna fulfill Revelation, the 13th chapter, verse 16, when that becomes mandatory, because it is coming whether people like it or not. You know, all these scoffers who are scoffing against the chip, you know, being the mark as it is, you know what I mean, they're gonna have a lot of questions to be answered, right? For all of that scoffing. Revelation 13 and 16, by now we should all know, right? And he calls it all. He calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, right? And we can see plain as day, you know, that it's clearly the chip, right? Which when you go into the Greek, for the word mark there, you know, the Greek word is charagma, you know, which is the mark of servitude, you know, that chip, right? That the beast is going to mandate, which, you know, the beast is the whole United States, you know, NATO and the EU, right? The powers that be, you understand? When you go deeper into the word charagma, you get carax, which is that piercing instrument. And when you go deeper in the word, you know, you get the other root word grapho, you know what I mean, which is written information, which the chip will have digitally written information on it. It's too easy, right? It's too easy. So all of these Adventist churches that have been teaching people that Sunday worship is the mark of the beast, you know, you're gonna have a lot of shit to deal with, you know, because you've been misleading people, right? And as I said, these events that are going on all of a sudden out of nowhere is going to be it will be the perfect catalyst, you know, to catapult things into the M.O.T.B. So I can just get the meaning of that word. I use it in the title, right? When I say, hey, I'm so bored at home. Shut the fuck up. I don't know why I didn't keep on. I put up them stupid sound there. Yeah, this is what's going to happen, you know, with a lot of these cyber issues. It's going to catapult into the mark of the beast. And it says there, let's just get the meaning of the word, you know, for curiosity, right? And it says a device or weapon for throwing or launching objects. Let me see if they have a figurative meaning. Boom, this is what I was looking for. Number 4, an instance of firing something as if from a catapult, right? So these cyber issues are going to catapult, you know what I mean, these people into accepting the M.O.T.B. It's going to catapult the whole system, you know, of how we do things via money, right, into a new system, you know, the NWO, New World Order, where money will become digital and it will be mandatory. That's where all of this stuff is heading, really. You understand? And the reality of the situation is, you know, when you factor in money, when you talk about money, you see, people become desperately docile, you know, and all form of morality get thrown out the window when it comes on to money, right? Because people need money. Hey, I'm so bored at home. You got to be kidding me. Anyways, docile, since I just used the word, right? Ready to accept instruction or direction. Obedient, subservient. Subservient. Cool. Useful in an inferior capacity. You know? Obsequiously submissive. You see, that's how people become when it comes down to money, right? Because money have them by the nuts, right? And when this chip comes on the scene, even though it is an automatic disqualification from salvation, right? People still are going to flock to it. Why? Because it's going to be painted as the redemption instrument, if you will, in order to buy and to sell, you know, which those two transactions are vital to us getting by. Very vital, buying and selling. That's how you eat, that's how you own stuff. You buy and you sell, right? And hey, these are very vital things to do, you know, and the chip is going to come into play concerning that, right? So I mean, the wicked elites are gonna seek, you know, to capitalize off this chip device. They are going to, right? And we know this, and that is why, you know, this scripture here that I'm gonna pull now, you know, this is the cry of the believer's heart on a daily basis, right? Psalms 140 and verse 8. Grant not, O Yahweh, the desires of the wicked. Further not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves. Selah. Yeah, this is on our hearts daily. You know what I mean? I mean, we do understand through prophecy that, you know, the enemy will get away with a lot of stuff. Even the so-called white man will do a lot of stuff. But, you know, we're really and truly praying for the Lord to hasten it, you know. Yahweh is coming, right? So these wicked devices will not prevail any longer. You know what I mean? Because you see, they had this plan for years. They just needed to stage the right crisis. You know what I mean? these elites are something else, yo. You know? And it's very convenient to use this. You understand me? I say the whole concept of buying and selling, right? To hook people. Micah 2 verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. These wicked elites, they go to bed thinking evil and then wake up with evil. Them even dream evil, more than likely. You understand? When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand, which they gained, through the blessing, right? They gain the fatness of the earth and they have the blessing of the sword. You know what I mean? So they're ruling and they can come up with whatever they can put laws into place, you know what I mean, to pretty much hurt people, to hurt the world, to oppress us. You understand what I say? They cook up evil shit in their hearts and they bring it into fruition, right? Because ultimately Esau is ruling, right? Same can do whatever the fuck he wanna do, and nobody can dispute that, because in time prophecy said he would be in rulership, right? Can't get out of it. And this is nothing but just a desperate attempt, to enslave the masses, and they will accomplish it in part, right? In part, but then that glory will be cut short. You understand? Because at the end of the day, the wicked was not set up to prevail for long, right? Can just be the last precept, maybe verse 20, no, chapter 20 verse 4. And it says here, just getting to the point, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? You see? So it never meant for last long, right? Just for a time. You know what I mean? If the Lord don't get this demon out of rulership, no flesh will be saved. Verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, you see, that's that pride, that stinking pride, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. Because when the kingdom come, all of this that we're going through, all of this madness is just gonna be like a dream. When after the heathens get them ass whipped, 1,000 years of rulership in the kingdom under Yahweh Shai, they might go get freed up a bit. But the wicked, the wicked seed, Esau, Edom, the so-called white race, will be exterminated, right? The body not gonna remember them again, and they're gonna be the worst of the worst. Because you see, look around in the world, look how he's ruling. The world is being mismanaged as it is right now, right? And he has done by far the worst. Now he's coming up with an idea to put a synthetic device into people's bodies, turning them into walking antennas. You need this. Hey, Yahweh Shai will deal with them when him come. Can't say that much. When you go down to verse 23, it says what? It says, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Yeah, so when him take a seat back now, him launch the M.O.T.B, the new world order system, and get ready for kick back now, for try and enjoy some of the fruits from it. You see, that is when all hell go break loose. You know what I mean? Because piece by piece by piece, the Lord is tearing his kingdom apart. And the ultimate damage is gonna be when that stone strike the stone, the toes of the statue. Like in Daniel, when that stone came down and it struck the toes of the feet of the statue. The toes mixed with iron and clay, which represents the kingdoms that are divided, diverse kingdoms trying to come together, but they can't mesh. And the stone grew into a large mountain. That represents Yahweh Shai. You understand me? I say. So that's what we're waiting for, right? So we see what you're doing. We know the end of them. We prophesy the end of them, right? We know their very, very ends. We know what they will accomplish and what they will not accomplish. They will not have everybody chipped. They can't. We even have martyrs because of that. But at the end of the day, the elect must prevail, and we're praying to be of that number. Yeah, man, that's it through the Spirit. Point has been made, Lord willing, the lessons are defined unto you. All praises again to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Shalom.